So I wanted to share with you Google Keep really quickly. I know that you had mentioned this at the interview, and so I decided to look more into it because it really sounded like something I could use, or even teachers and students could use for research purposes. Specifically, it's a great way, an easy way to organize your notes if you're if you're doing research online. So the first thing you need to do is download the Google Keep Chrome extension if you're using Google Chrome, that is. And it once it downloads, it's like a little light bulb right in the corner of your screen. And here's just an example of how it works. Let's say a student wanted to do some research on eclipses or solar eclipses, since that was just something that happened recently. And so if you do a quick search, a student will see all these results. Now, I always, of course, tell students to go to infohio.org for the research databases there, usually first. But if they don't find enough information there, of course, Google is a good place to go to find results there as well. Here's something from NASA, which if I look at nasa.gov, I know that that's going to be a reliable website, or it should be. And so maybe a student wants to learn more about how eclipses work. So they can start reading through here, and it gives them more information. It also tells you that there's 4 different types of eclipses. Maybe that's a note they want to take. So if they click on Google Keep, one really cool thing is it keeps track of your website address, so where you got the information from, and then the student might say there are 4 types of eclipses: total, partial, I'm assuming lunar and solar, annular, and hybrid. And of course, they could take more they could type more information in there too. And they can also do direct quotes, which I like to actually type direct quote. And to do a direct quote from the page that you're looking at, you can actually, let's say maybe they're not really sure what an annular eclipse is. They can copy and paste. I'm sorry, not copy and paste, highlight, just like that. And then it will automatically, put it on the note. And I'm not exactly sure why it's doing it twice. It's kind of been glitchy. But as you can see, you can just kind of delete that. And then it has it there. So this is the notes the student took. This is the direct quote. And to do a direct quote, again, you just highlight what you want directly quoted. And then also, let's say, okay, so we're good with that one. We're going to go back to our search results. And I see that, let's see if there's another good website. Here's one from the Washington Post. It's just an article about it. So this might be something they can use because the Washington Post is also reliable information. So let's just say they want to take some notes on this website. They would click on the Google Keep again, their Chrome extension, and their toolbar up there. And again, it's going to save the website, and it's going to allow you to take a note. Let's just see. It says you'll have another chance to see the solar eclipse in 7 years. So solar eclipse again in 7 years. And I'm not taking the best of notes, as you can see, but I'm just kind of showing you the examples here. Okay, so I've used 2 websites, and now I want to go to Google Drive, and let me show you how you can actually utilize your notes that you took and put them into like a research paper on Google Docs. So I wait for my drive to load, and I'm going to open a new Google Doc. Sorry, my internet is kind of slow at home. Okay, so I'm going to go to Google Docs. I'm just going to open a new one. Okay, once that opens, I should have already added Google Keep as an add-on, but in case I didn't, I'm just going to double check and make sure it's there. Okay, so go to add-ons, and you have to make sure that, oh, I don't have the add-ons here. Let me check and see if it's in the tools. No, okay. So once you are, no, there it is, Keep Notepad under your tools. So you don't have to do the add-on. And automatically it will load the different notes that I took. And you can actually drag and drop those notes. So let's just say I want this here, and I'm going to drag and drop it there. And of course, you can edit it and do whatever you want. And then I'm going to say this one's next. So I'm going to add that there. And this is just a way, I know when I was a kid, I used to use note cards when I was taking notes from different resources. And then I would put them in order, and then I would type up my paper from there. This is just one less step. So you, instead of, writing out your notes on note cards, you can type them and take notes online and then actually organize them that way. So you can see that I have all of the notes I took, and it also gives you the website address. So a really neat thing too is if you have the EasyBib add-on, you can take those website addresses and actually add them to your citations at the end. So I'm going to add that, and I should have already had all this added. I'm sorry.